Hello and welcome to my third unboxing video. In this video I will unbox the ClearClick HD Video Capture Box Silver. Recently, a friend asked me to show him how to set up a specific application he wanted to use on his Raspberry Pi. So I decided to record the procedure from my Raspberry Pi Zero W. Usually I use some type of screen capture program to create a tutorial. Unfortunately, the Raspberry Pi Zero W is just a little underpowered to accommodate both the screen capture software and the software I needed to demonstrate. So I tried to capture the screen by pointing a camera at the monitor, and the results were less than great to say the very least. So I began to look for an inexpensive capture device to do the capture and found this one on Amazon for $104.95. I purchased it and decided it would be an excellent subject for an unboxing video. So let's get started with the unboxing. The packaging for the device is very nicely done, informative in a general way, and very professional looking. It also contains a great deal of information about the product. The top cover of the box has a good picture of the product and an overview of the product specifications. The product has the following specifications. 1. It records from a source with an HDMI output source, which makes it ideal for recording the Raspberry Pi. 2. The device records the screen and outputs the capture at a resolution of 1080p at 60 frames per second. 3. The device both records and plays back on the same unit. The feature was one of the reasons for buying this particular device. I wanted to be able to select the shots before transferring them to my editing computer. 4. The capture box has a 3.5-inch LCD. I think this should be large enough to easily see the content that is being recorded or played back. 5th, the device is powered by a 3000 mAh rechargeable battery. 6th, the device has a microphone jack for overlaying audio using a microphone. The packaging does not indicate the size of the microphone jack, but most likely it's an 1/8 of an inch or a 3.5mm stereo jack. Finally, it uses a standard micro SD card. I purchased a 128GB Samsung EVO Class 10 card to work with the device. I am going to skip the unboxing of the micro SD card. On the top side panel lists the contents of the box. The box contains the capture device itself, a user manual, a USB power adapter, and a USB cable. The USB cable doubles both as a power cable for the unit and for a transfer cable for video captures. Unfortunately, the device does not come with an HDMI cable. An HDMI cable would have been a welcome addition to the product. Both side panels have customer support information printed on them. The website is operational as of April 2020. The website lists the HD Video Capture Box Silver as being sold out. The bottom of the box provides additional pieces of information about the product. The device will transfer the captures directly to a computer using the included USB cable. So let's get started with the unboxing. 2 pieces of tape secure the lid of the box, so let's dig out a utility knife to cut them. Hopefully, by flipping the box over and grasping the top, I will be able to open the box with no problems. The capture device is tightly secured in a foam enclosure. Let's take out the device and set it aside. Next, let's remove the foam enclosure and remove the cardboard insert to see what's underneath it. It looks like it contains our USB cable, power adapter, and the instruction manual. Let's remove the USB cable, the power adapter, and the instruction manual, hopefully without too much trouble. Before taking a quick survey of the device, let's remove it from the plastic bag using a utility knife. Hopefully I can manage to do it quickly and gracefully. It doesn't look like it's going to happen in this video. Let's take a quick survey of the device. The front of the device has a 3.5-inch LCD and a butt pad to control the equipment and to set options. The apparent drawback to the keypad is the icons on the keys are difficult to see clearly, so a contrasting paint would definitely improve the usability of the product. Next, let's look at the connectors on the top panel of the device. On the left side of the top of the capture device, there's a micro SD connector to connect the device to a power adapter and to transfer any video or screenshots from the device to a computer using the supplied USB 2.0 cable. The next connector is for a micro SD card. Next, there are two female HDMI connectors. The first HDMI connector is an input to the device. The second HDMI device connects out so that the signal may continue on to an external HDMI device. Next, there is an 1/8 of an inch or a 3.5 millimeter microphone jack and a similar size jack for headphones. Finally, on the right-hand side of the device, there is an on-off switch. Perhaps a better way to describe the switch is a mode switch. The mode switch description is better because when the switch is in the on position, the device is ready to capture video. When the switch is in the off position, the device is ready to transfer video to a computer for editing. Let's turn the capture device over and look at some of the features on the back of the case. On the middle of the left side of the case is a ventilation panel. Underneath the ventilation panel is a physical reset button. On the right side of the unit, there's a speaker to hear the audio captured by the device. Before concluding the video, let's take a quick look at the user manual. The manual gives a simple and straightforward guidance on the device's specifications, using the product, and contacting the manufacturer. The title page of the user manual gives the firm's email address and website. The second page provides the user with the firm's website again. It gives the user information about where to find information about the firm's other products, using the products safely, and warranty information. The third page provides the user with a guide to the device's physical connections. While the page also contains a diagram of the buttons, the explanations of what the buttons do are on the fourth page. The fourth page contains the descriptions of what the buttons do on the device. Page 5 contains the instructions for doing a capture. Page 6 covers the settings menu, switching between the recording and playback modes and the transfer mode. Page 7 covers how to transfer captures to a PC or Mac, how to delete recordings from the device, and how to turn the screen off during recording. Pages 8 and 9 cover troubleshooting issues with the device. Page 10 covers the technical specifications of the device. Page 11 is blank. The back cover has contact information for the product's manufacturer. Generally, the manual is well laid out, well written, and worth looking at for the not so obvious features of the device. My initial impression of the ClearClick HD Video Capture Box Silver are mixed. On the positive side, the device has several things going for it. First, the packaging is sturdy and very professionally done. The sturdiness of the box makes it an ideal place to store the device when it's not in use. Second, having an LCD panel to monitor and play back captures seems like it will be a time saver, as I can review the screen captures before I edit them. Third, having both a microphone jack and a headphone jack are useful for recording and monitoring the sound at the same time. Fourth, the layout of the buttons on the device are very logically laid out. However, there are some concerns with the product based upon my initial impressions of the product. First, the inclusion of an HDMI cable would have been a nice touch, so that the user doesn't need to find one or purchase one separately. Second, support for higher capacity micro SD cards would make doing long captures potentially easier. Third, the lack of having a contrasting color on the buttons makes identifying them a bit challenging, especially in low light conditions. The next video on this product looks at the device's settings and how to configure them. Until the next video, best wishes.